Good morning. Can you tell that I just woke up? I sure can. Hooray. I have hair in my mouth. So it is about 1, so technically not morning, but I had a really weird night last night. So you know how tired it was yesterday, right? So I decided to go to bed at between 9 and 9:30. So I fell asleep, sort of. I kind of was drifting in and out, dozing on and off. Did Andrew go at the laundry? Looks like he did. I didn't notice that. I haven't really done anything. Anyways, so I was drifting in and out until like 2:30. I woke up and I was like, what time is it? And so kind of thought about it for a little bit, and I guess 2:30, and I looked at my phone and it was 2:29. Holla. So I was like, okay, well, now what? I didn't think I was gonna be able to fall back asleep. I tried. I definitely tried, but I felt a little bit more awake, so I knew it wasn't gonna happen. So I got up, had a bowl of hot cereal. I had grape nuts, and then you add milk, and then you put it in the microwave, and then add cinnamon or brown sugar. It's really good. I grew up with it because I don't like oatmeal, so that was kind of my my hot cereal of choice. And so I had that, and I watched some YouTube, and I finally fell back asleep at like 5:30, which was kind of surprising. I didn't think I was going to fall back asleep at all. I thought I was going to be pulling another all-nighter. So I went back to bed at 5:30 and then woke up at between noon and noon 30, between 12 and 12:30. And so now I'm awake, and it's, about 1. So I must have woken up right about noon, because I've been awake closer to an hour, and, went on Facebook. And then I got a phone call, and it was 503, which is Portland, and so I answered it, and it was the UPS guy. So I had to put on pants, because I just sleep in a t-shirt because it's more comfortable, and so I had to do that and then go get a package, and it was a Christmas present for one of my family members that I'm pretty excited about. So I'm gonna give that to them. Oh, what's going on here? I must have been going like that. Yeah. So yeah, I got that, and now I'm just chilling. I was gonna watch some YouTube while I was getting ready for the day, and by getting ready I mean just, doing stuff. Wow, why are there clothes everywhere? Andrew has like 3 days worth of pajamas laying out. He just takes off his pajamas and then leaves them, and I put everything away every day. Yeah, the house is looking kind of messy because I didn't do anything yesterday, so I just laid in bed all day because I was so tired. Hopefully today will be better. I'm gonna see how I'm feeling, and if I'm needing some energy, I'm gonna have my Red Bull or maybe make some tea. I haven't decided yet. Red Bulls seem to do more for me. Even tea with caffeine, I'm just like, it kind of makes me tired. I don't know, I think tea just is so like relaxing that, like, even if it's supposed to be energizing, it's not. Honestly, I could just sleep for another 8 hours. Not as bad as yesterday, at least. I'm not quite as tired, which is good, because I actually have to get stuff done today. I have to edit a video, because I have to post that tomorrow, and knowing me, I'm not going to wake up early enough to edit it tomorrow, so I have to do it today, and hopefully I'll get some more vlogs posted, and clean the house, the usual. Andrew's going and getting lunch right now. He's getting bibimbap, which I really want to try. I'm sad that he's going without me. I mean, he didn't know that I wanted to try it or anything. And he's at work, so I can't really go get it with him, especially since I'm not even dressed. I literally have my pajama shirt and pants. So I don't don't know. I'll have to figure out something else for food. I should probably eat, you know, breakfast food. What do I want? Maybe a bagel. The bagels that we have right now are really annoying. They're from Trader Joe's, and they're not pre-sliced, so you have to cut them, which I'm really bad about. Cutting bagels, they never turn out right for me. Same with English muffins if they're not pre-cut, which I haven't had an English muffin for a really long time, but we had them a lot when I lived at home with my parents. So I might have a bagel, but they're also really, like, hard. They're not stale. I think they're just harder than what I'm used to. I'm used to normally pretty soft bagels. And so I can't really eat them plain because they're so hard, so I have to toast it, which is a little annoying because I kind of like untoasted bagels. Maybe I'll go buy a bagel. There's a bagel shop like 2-3 blocks away that's really good. That sounds yummy. Maybe I'll convince Andrew to go get juice with me today, like there's a stand, which is like completely different than bagels, but if you were in my brain right now, you would have heard the thought process, which was like, I should go get a bagel. Oh, you know what else would be good would be juice. Andrew wants to get juice with me, so if I'm gonna go by myself, I should get a bagel, but I don't want to go out twice in one day, so maybe I'll convince Andrew to get juice with me. That was the whole thought process. It was there. I promise. I'm not just like, bagels. Oh, hey, Andrew and juice. Oh, sounds perfect. I wasn't like that. I promise. I'm not that out of everything. I need to get started with my day. I also need to take a shower because look at that hair. Oh, yeah, girl. Look at my eyebrows, too. I'm just like, I feel like a mess. Like, one day I'm not doing anything and suddenly everything's like crazy. My eyebrows are just, like, okay, see this one's thicker than this one. It's like, this one's really thin. But also my eyebrows are weird because they're like super thick over here and then they go super thin. It's just the shape of my eyebrows. And also this one has this little loop, like an M. And this one's straight. Just don't look at my eyebrows. I don't know what I'm pointing out to you. Like, I mean, keeping it real, I guess. So... Alright, I'm gonna go take care of Darcy, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hello, world. Look at this. I actually did my hair and took a shower because I'm productive and I don't know why I'm talking in this voice. Anyways, so I am feeling a lot better than I did yesterday. Yesterday I was just so exhausted and I don't know what it was. I thought maybe I was getting sick. I thought, you know, maybe my sleeping problems are just, you know, kicking me in the butt, which they were. I still don't know what the whole cause totally was. It could have been a combination of a bunch of things, but I'm feeling a lot better today. I folded the rest of the clothes that we had in the laundry. There's the basket over there. Andrew left the basket with our soap and stuff downstairs, so I have to go get that, and go get the mail and pretty soon. I'm gonna go around 4, because I think the mail usually comes around then. And I actually made the bed today, unlike yesterday I just laid in bed all day. I picked up some stuff on the floor, so there's nothing on the floor except for Darcy's toy, which is always there, because I can't control that, can I? No, I can't, buddy. He's being really cute today. He was being so good. He was just watching me get ready, and he just wanted to play with me, didn't you, buddy? Mwah. I love you, honey. Thank you. So I played with him for a little bit, but then I had to brush my hair because society norms, and I didn't want to, but I did because I like to look presentable occasionally. I don't even have makeup on, I just brushed out my hair, but I couldn't leave it as a tangled mess because I'm going to get dreadlocks if I do that. I still have to do the dishes, which I don't want to do. I hate doing dishes. I used to not mind, but now that I don't have a dishwasher, and so I have to wash every dish, I mind. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. And so I tried to, like, not use dishes when I can. Like if I have yogurt and granola and I have the yogurt in like a personal size yogurt, I put the granola in that little container, so I only have to wash the spoon. I have Darcy's toy. It looks kind of weird. And so I just hate doing the dishes so much. And I feel bad making Andrew do them because he goes to work and stuff. Like he actually, you know, has a job. And my job is washing the dishes, but I hate it so much. I just want a dishwasher again. I took it for granted my whole life. I'm sorry, dishwashers. I didn't mean it. Not that I ever was like, dishwashers are dumb, but I didn't mean to take them for granted. So now I have a sink full of dishes that I have to do, and I feel like I have a sink full of dishes every day. I don't know how they go up so fast since I try not to use like hardly any, and I drink water out of water bottles instead of cups. Like, I mean, I reuse the water bottles. I don't just throw them away because that's wasteful. But I do that instead of cups so I don't have to wash them. And there's still so many dishes. There's so many dishes, Darcy. So I convinced Andrew to go get juice with me today at the stand. I didn't even have to convince him. I was like, hey, want to go get juice after work? He's like, sure, I already got Pete's coffee today, but I could go for another drink. I'm like, wait, you already got lunch today, too. What the heck, man? This is what happens when I spend all of my money on boxes. I never get to eat fun food. Andrew gets to eat out way more than me. Because actually a lot of times his company pays for food, which is super awesome. I want to work for them. They buy them lunch or dinner all the time. And even then even like on the days that he doesn't get lunch paid for, he'll go get it a lot. And I'm stuck with hummus and pita. Which I mean is good, but you can only eat it so many times before you want to go out to eat. And my mom texted me, can you bring rolls for Thanksgiving? Yes, I can, Mother. I'll ask her how many I should bring. Oh, I need to go to the grocery store to get stuff for Jamaican yams. We should actually probably go to Fred Meyer. We are out of cereal. We have like a tiny bit, like maybe 1 to 2 boxes of grape nuts left. And nothing else. Cereal-wise. We have other food in the house, obviously. We also need yogurt. We need milk. Goodness. We need, what else do we need, Darcy? I think we're okay on eggs. Oh, there you go. Good boy. I think we need flour. We need some stuff. I'm gonna see if Andrew can think of anything, because we should probably go today. He was gonna have a doctor's appointment because his foot, one of his toes hurts and it's been hurting for quite a while. I have the same thing. So he's going to go to a podiatrist, but they canceled his appointment because the doctor's not in, so that's cool. Love it. I also made a doctor's appointment today, so I'm proud of myself for that, because I hate calling and scheduling appointments and anything like that. But I did, so I have an hour-and-a-half breathing thing. I don't know what it is exactly. It's a breathing test, because I have this weird breathing, I don't know if I talked about it, a weird breathing, like, Andrew calls it a diaphragm, like a diaphragm spasm. My mom called it my, like, habit. Even though, because I've had it since, like, 2nd grade on and off, and it's just been really bad lately. So basically, it's like, let's see if you can see my stomach doing. Can you see it, how it kind of goes like that? It's hard to do it, like, purposefully. It's when I'm not thinking about it that it happens. Like, that's why my mom thinks it was, I don't know what she thinks it is, but that's why, I don't know how to explain this. So, when I'm not thinking about it, it kind of just happens, and, hey, what have you got? Is that just hair? Gross. Darce. Drop it. Yuck. It's got a big clump of hair. Disgusting. So when I'm not thinking about it, it happens. And so if I'm purposely like controlling my breathing, like thinking, okay, breathe in, breathe out, don't do the thing, then I can. But as soon as I start thinking about something else, I'm just like, again. So, and it starts like way down here, but then I can feel it in my throat, like my throat hurts if I do it too much, and my stomach hurts, and it's just a mess. And I don't know what it is. My doctor thinks it's related to anxiety, because she said like 99% of the time that people are aware of their breathing and stuff. Oh, I'm out of breath from all that, from the trying to do the breathing, and I don't know, because 99% of the time that people are aware of their breathing and stuff, it's linked to anxiety. So she thinks that's what that is. I don't know for sure, because especially when I was younger, I didn't have anxiety or any kind of anxiousness, and I've had it since like 2nd grade. So I don't know. I mean, now I think I don't know if I have anxiety, but, or I might, and it's just not as pronounced, not as severe as a lot of people, because I definitely think I am more anxious than a lot of people. But like, I hear stories about people having like panic attacks, and I don't really know if I have panic attacks. I'm not sure. And people are like, you know, if you have panic attacks. I'm like, do I? No, though, because I could think it's something else. Me being dramatic or something. Because I've always been kind of dramatic. I don't think I'm high maintenance. And I don't know. But I definitely have a tendency to overreact to things, at least in my mind. Like, in my mind, I blow things out of proportion. Make mountains out of molehills and stuff like that. But it's not always, like, I'm not gonna be one of the people who starts screaming and throwing temper tantrums and crying and breaking down in public. Like, I hate crying in front of people. I do in front of Andrew because, you know, he's my husband, so he doesn't judge me. But I hated crying in front of my parents. I hate crying in public. Like, I've teared up a couple times when I was at school, and I hated that. But, like, I've always hated going to, like, funerals and memorials, because I hate crying in front of people. I like to mourn by myself. But I've had to go to 2 memorials in the past year for people that I was pretty close to, and I've cried in public for those, and I hate doing it, but I know that everyone else is crying in front of everyone else too, and no one's gonna be judging me for that, even if I feel like I am, so I do, but, you know, I don't like crying. And so that's why I think that if ever on my YouTube channel, either my beauty channel or this channel, if there's something emotional going on, I'm not gonna, like, and if I do start crying, I'm gonna edit it out. It's gonna be one of those very few things. Just because I hate when other, like, okay, I don't hate when other YouTubers cry, but I'm just like, I occasionally think that they're doing it to make people feel sorry for them, and I don't ever want someone, and I know that a lot of other people think that they're doing it so that people feel sorry for them and they get more attention and stuff, and I just don't want anybody to ever think that about my channel. I don't want people to think that I'm being over dramatic just to get sympathy or views or whatever. So I'm personally never gonna have that on my channels, and I'm assuming Lauren is gonna feel the same way. And if not, I'm the one who does all the editing anyways, so I'll cut it all out. But yeah, so I don't know. Oh, so I think I do have a tendency to overreact, but it's pretty much in my head, and so I feel emotions really strongly, like really strongly. And I've also had problems with like depression, and so I've taken medicine for that, and a lot of people say that medicines like Prozac, they completely like numb out your feelings and they make you not feel anything, which I totally disagree with. Maybe it's different for different people, but for me personally, it just helped me get rid of the negative feelings, and not completely get rid of them. It's just very much less often, because I used to like cry all the time and just have breakdowns, usually by myself and almost always at nighttime. Like, I think it's because it's dark and I just feel more comfortable, like, again, because people can't see me, so and I don't have things keeping me busy, and so I have time to actually think about things, and then that's when I get sad. But so I found that taking medicine made it so I wasn't so sad so often. And so now I still get sad, but it's not as often, and it's just like less, which I just said, but I'm saying it in a different way. I don't know. So I think that, I don't know if that would necessarily help with anxiety problems, but I think that it, some of my sadness was due to anxiety problems, and if I'm not feeling as sad, it's not feeling as anxious, if that makes sense. I don't know. And so I'm not very articulate. Like, I've talked about this, I don't know if with you guys, but I've thought about it before, where I have certain thoughts in my head and I just can't get them out into words. Like, I know what I'm thinking, but I don't know if it's a problem of me being worried that other people aren't going to stand it and understand what I'm saying. And so I just go blah, 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 blah when I'm trying to explain myself, or I don't know, maybe I just don't have a big enough vocabulary. I should really start like reading. I don't know what I would read. Not just a dictionary, that sounds boring, but I need to try to figure out ways to express my thoughts more, because a lot of times what happens when I'm talking to people, they'll be like, hey, I'll be like, no, I know what I'm thinking in my head, I just can't tell you. Like, it's hard. I don't know if other people have that same problem, because I imagine, I've always kind of imagined people who have English as a second language have a similar problem, probably a lot worse, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, my problems are exactly the same as people who are learning a new language. No, I would assume that people who are speaking a second language have a hard time, what are you doing? Expressing themselves, because they don't know what words they're thinking in their first language translate to in English or any other language if you're just speaking a second language. And I feel kind of like my brain has its own language, and I have a hard time thinking of the words in English that I would use to explain myself. So I feel like this talk is getting a little bit not here we go again, not deep, just like tangenty and less fluffy than when I normally talk about like actual issues and thoughts that I'm thinking in my brain, because, you know. So alright, I'm gonna end this here. I'm gonna go paint my toenails. I think gray. They're purple right now. Well, kind of. There's like a little bit of nail polish left on them. So I'll show you when that's done, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye.
It's a movie. Can you tell? Oh, well, not you can, because it's Paul Hogan. Obviously.
Joe Pesky. I know him!
These things are really good.
I didn't really know what to expect, but yeah, great.
They're delicious. I like them better than the jalapeno ones because they're a little bit more mild.
I don't know, it's not that they're more mild, it's just...
It's a different flavor, too. Like, it's more garlicky, it's more vinegary.
I like them better than jalapeno, too.
I thought they had a little bit of a pickle taste to them, which I didn't think Andrew would like, but he still likes them anyways. It's probably just the vinegar. But I'm also drinking this juice that I found at Fred Meyer. There's no light.
You like it?
Yeah.
You don't sound thrilled.
It's okay. Bolt House Farms, which I've actually had like their smoothies before, and they're like good chai tea. But it has only these juices, no other ingredients. It's pretty good. I can't taste the spinach. Do you want to try it?
Yeah. I did just have some beer.
That's okay.
Might taint my experience.
It might. That's such a good movie. Look at Darcy's ready for Christmas too. Woohoo!
It's alright. I would probably enjoy it more if I hadn't been just drinking my
Here.
accumulation white India Pale Ale. If I hadn't been drinking my ale.
Yes.
Here, I'm failing.
Okay, that's fine. It's a weird lid. Like, even though it's a square bottle, I would expect it to have a... Oh, what just happened?
Oh.
Yeah, you failed.
You made it, or I made it into a normal cap.
Yep. Okay. Bye.